Good morning. Welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn, and happy Easter. Today I'm going to be working on the transmission cross member. You guys seen that I had taken the one off the F-150. I had to modify it to fit inside the Bronco 2 frame, and now that I have the front drive shaft cut down to where it needs to be, I got to modify it again so that it'll have a loop to allow the drive shaft to spin through there. Otherwise, it's the cross member is going to be right in the way. So what I've done is I cut the one from the F-150. I cut it off where I welded it together before, after I'd shortened it, and now I have a piece of the Bronco 2 transmission cross member. And what I've done so far, this is going to fit on there just right, but I needed to connect it to the bottom of the frame, and then this will connect onto the other half that's still there. So I cut slots in here so that I could knock this piece right here out, because it was down in this area. So I needed to move it up this way so when I mount it, it's flat. Anyway, I cut that, and now I got to weld it. And after I get done welding that, I'll go back over there and measure it. I think I could possibly put a hole right about here. Maybe I'll fill this one first so that it's not weak. Drill a hole right in this area and slide it right over the mounting bolts that are already up there for the transmission, and put a nut underneath of it, or I can weld it on there. I'm trying to decide that. By the time I get that far, I'll have it decided, I think. So let me go ahead and weld this piece back up so that it'll be strong again. I'll have to clean it up first because it's got a lot of grease and crap on it. So let's go ahead and do this. I think the chances of me flopping these sides down the way that they were pressed in there is pretty slim. Be nice if I could, though. Make a lot nicer weld. Maybe I'll put a clamp on it and see if they'll squeeze down. Or maybe I'll just hit it with a big hammer. Let me hit it with a hammer first. That always makes more noise. I'd like to use some of this 7018, but all I have is 5/32. That's pretty big. I might try it anyway. Huh. Maybe I have to plug my welder in first, though. I'm going to try it low. See if it's going to work for me. Phone's ringing. I guess I'm still recording even after my phone call, huh? I got a little excited, got a little burn through here by the hole. So, I'm gonna have to fix that. It's going good till the phone ring. There we go. Don't drink again. So I took a notch out of this and I bent it up with the pipe wrench. So I got a nice weldable seam there. Hopefully I got it at the right angle. We'll go find out. If it's the right angle, we'll weld it up. I need to cut about a ½ an inch off the end here. Probably go more 3/4 to an inch. I'll take you with me this time and we'll check it out together. Because man, it feels like it's about 500 degrees in here until I lay on the floor underneath here. Sure wished I lived where I had natural gas so I could put a heated floor in this here barn. Guess I should have put in a wood boiler. So, this is what we got right now. That's where I cut the old one off. Got this open spot. Here's the transfer case. And there's the front pumpkin. Bear with me a minute. I only got 2 hands. There we go. So this is my plan. That was bolted over there, but it was bolted on top of the frame. And now I'm looking at it. It still may be in the way. That still may be in the way because I was thinking that this was going to be over further, and that ain't going to work. Needs to be over about here. So I guess I'm going to have to cut that off right by where that bolt is right there, drill a hole, and weld this thing back on so that the curved part is right underneath, starts right underneath the frame. So it was looking good until I got it down to size. Now I'm going to have to cut her down shorter. But that's okay. I can just weld this back together over here. And if I need to, I can put a plate in between the two and weld that for extra support, which I'll probably do. Yeah, right about there. Right about there, I'll cut it off. Make a new bolt hole. Okay, let's go back over to the grinder. Here we are back to the 4-inch grinder. I'd just hook up the dang plasma cutter and cut it off. Probably be just as easy, I'm sure. Probably be easier. But I got the grinder here already, so let's make some noise. Man, it's getting shorter and shorter. Getting that cleaned up right a weld, but I'm gonna have to go check this now and see if we're still in the right position. I think we'll be in the same position. I hope we'll be in the same position. I'm gonna go check it one more time. Got a little bit more manipulating for the final touches here. All right. If this works the way that I'm planning on, I won't have to do anything else to it except weld this up. I'm gonna go ahead and get this hole drilled in here. But if it doesn't work the way I plan on it, I'm gonna have to open this gap up a little bit further and bend this up a little higher. I guess I can drill it right here just as easy as I can drill it anywhere else. Well, welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn. I finally got my son's truck finished. I had to weld up my buddy Kevin's trailer fender to this morning so we can deliver an RV tomorrow that he sold to somebody. So since I had to change out and put aluminum wire in my MIG welder, I decided I'd go ahead and switch back to 35 wire instead of the 23, so I can finish welding this cross member up with my MIG gun. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to weld this up, and then I'm going to go put it underneath the Bronco and weld the back to the other half that's still connected to the transmission. I was just going to go in the house after I finished Kevin's trailer because it's a miserable, rainy, cold day. I said, I got such a nice fire going, I might as well just stay out here. So, let's get busy.
It's a little dirty.
This I can just sit outside in the rain and cool it off for a second. Alright, now we're going to weld the drive shaft back up. We got to cut down. We cut off the old weld, cut the drive shaft down. Now I just got to weld it back in. So I'm going to try and do this by myself by rotating it here on top of my pipe bender as I go around it with my MIG gun, and hopefully everything's going to come out perfectly. We'll give it a try. Okay, so I got my ground clamp sitting on my breaker bar, my mother-in-law, my home wrecker, and hopefully that's going to keep providing me a ground so I can go ahead and turn this and weld it. We'll see what happens, because obviously I don't want to get the darn thing too much weld in one spot. So let's see what happens after I put my glasses on. I've already tacked it on here, so we'll see what goes on now. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Because when I rotate it, obviously it breaks it. So we'll just have to try to do this best we can without overloading one spot. Got a decent bead all the way around, but I'm going to go ahead and clean it up, and hopefully it'll be perfect when I'm done. Yep, I'll call that good. Ain't like I'm going to be driving 95 mile an hour in front wheel drive. We'll see how it all works out. If it's off a little bit, I'll figure it out. Alright, I'm going to go put this bad boy in and make sure it clears my transmission mount, or my transmission cross member that I put in yesterday.